Our price target number one has hit for Bitcoin. The grind don't stop for Bitcoin. All-time highs right around the corner. Bitcoin ETF right around the corner. And some more bullish price levels such as $80,000, $100,000 look like they're coming closer and closer into the picture. So I got to give you guys an update on Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin is the star of the show. And let's go. What's up, everybody? We're here on Currency.com's channel. I want to thank you for tuning in to this update on Bitcoin. And for those of you who are new, my name is John. @RealJohnDoe is my Twitter, where you can find me. And for everybody who is familiar with the channel, welcome back. It's good to have you here. So Bitcoin is what we're talking about in this video. Like I mentioned, I'm going to keep you guys updated in whatever happens. And now is that time to give you guys an update. And I don't need much except for your attention, because there will be a few pointers in this video that can help you out with your outlook on Bitcoin, the current price action, and also what's happening with the news and all that good stuff. And I'm ready to get going with this video, but first, let's quickly talk about what I need from you guys. So this is the channel page right here where you can subscribe to the channel. Look at that. We're almost getting there. Come on. 25K subscribers by the end of the year. We got some more time left that can happen. Right now is the moment for you to help that happen. So if you're not subscribed, like I just mentioned, hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned with our content, and as well like this video, which really does help us out in the YouTube algorithm. If you want to find even more market updates, you can follow my Twitter page as well. Just search @RealJohnDoe. That's where you find me at. And as you can see on my page, I do also keep you guys up to date with what's happening in the market and much more. First, let's have a look at the sentiment for Bitcoin right now. How are things looking currently? If you look, very good week for Bitcoin. Take a look at that. Past 7 days green, past 24 hours green. Current market cap $1.1 trillion, volume 31 billion. And yeah, Bitcoin right now is taking the lead, and Bitcoin dominance continues to be on the rise. And we'll see what happens just when that ETF is expected to drop this week. And on Currency.com, let's have a look at Bitcoin. The sentiment right now of traders on Currency.com, it shows 64% buyers, 36% sellers right now. Price pushing up towards upside resistance levels, and I'm expecting we should get price continue heading up to the upside. If not, then we will get a pretty deep correction, possibly back down to that $58,000 support, which I'll mention right here, right now, with some important price levels. Now, important price levels such as support and resistance. First, for support, I got 57,500. That's the previous all-time high support range. And then we have 52,000. That brings us towards the September highs and that 21-day moving average. If that level breaks, we have $48,000 for support, and that brings us towards August highs and the 50-day moving average for Bitcoin. Now, for resistance levels for Bitcoin, there's not much right now. The current level I'm looking at, $63,000. That's currently the highs for October, the range for that so far. After that, if we can't breach, we're going up towards 64,000 range, and that is the all-time high price range. If we can breach that, head up towards 65, then we will see Bitcoin going to a new all-time high and also some price discovery. So unless you haven't been paying attention, you might know that this week is a very important week for Bitcoin. The past few weeks even as well, and that is because ETF approvals are coming up. They've been in the talks now for a while, and it looks like this deadline, there is one actually today. By the time this video is posted, it may or not be approved, and all that will affect the price in the short term. So you can expect some volatility to happen this week or in the next few weeks. There are many Bitcoin ETFs to be approved, and a lot of people are pretty certain right now that approvals will be happening for a majority of them. And ETF approval, Bitcoin ETF is finally here right around the corner. There are a lot of signs that point out that that's happening, such as price increasing. Second thing was the SEC made a statement giving investors a heads up in terms of investing in Bitcoin funds. There also has been a statement letter for a listing on the NASDAQ of a Bitcoin ETF or a listing application. And then also Bloomberg terminals have also confirmed that Bitcoin ETF ticker has been listed on there. And the Bitcoin ETFs being denied is not likely to happen. But we're still waiting on the official word from the SEC, or when we finally see the Bitcoin ETFs being traded. And that could be any day now. anytime, but I'm sure you will see that happen with the price either pushing really high up, or we could even have a sell-off. And with that happening, we have those $100,000 price targets coming back for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin did break out of this current pendant that it was in. And that is likely if Bitcoin can make a new all-time high, which we will get into here in a minute when we start looking at the price action on Currency.com. Some analysts are actually saying that Bitcoin is entering the end of its bull cycle. What do you guys feel about that? We could be late to the party, or maybe the party is just getting started. The CEO of Pantera Capital says that if we do get a major correction for Bitcoin, it won't be as big as what has happened in the past when we had things like an 80% correction. He's expecting something shallower. And there are a lot of factors that do suggest that the next major dip for Bitcoin won't be as big. But right now, let's keep a little bit more focused on what's currently happening with the price action. And let's talk about our price targets, bullish and bearish, and where we see things headed here in the short term. Let's have a look at the chart. So before we get into our analysis, let's quickly look back at our video from the beginning of October and just show you what we were looking at for Bitcoin in the last analysis. As you can see, we were right down here and then consolidating in this range right here with our bullish target one that was up around that $58,000 level. And if we have a look at our previous support and resistance levels, as you can see, all got taken out, and we are way above this one here, which was the last level I had at $60,000. We're sitting right above that, which is now flipped into a support level. And in that last video, we had bullish price target one here at about right up here, 55,000 to 60,000, which we are right above now. And then I have the next price target up here at about $65,000 for Bitcoin. So that's the one we're looking at right now if we're talking support resistance. And that's the level that we're going to look at as a level of interest, because if that does break, then price discovery for Bitcoin. So if we're looking at Bitcoin's chart right now, I did mention support resistance. So right now I do have that $57,500 level as a support. I'm just going to quickly change that to orange. And then the next support I have after that is the $52,000 level, which is right here. And then the last support is up to down towards $48,000, which is down here. So these are the support levels I'm looking at. If price starts breaking down, that's where I'm going to need to see on how price holds, because down here in this $40,000 range would be that last level, which would pretty much flip the trend and validate this lower high level up at about $62,000. Now, for the upside for Bitcoin, the resistance levels that I'm looking at right now, pretty much this current range we're in is a resistance, because that's the high we've had a few days ago now. And this, by the time this video is posted, we could be well broken out of this range, just so you guys know, because price right now does seem pretty volatile. So we can't expect a major move within any moment now. But yeah, that's the major level I have at about $63,000. And after that, we have 64,000 to 65. And if Bitcoin pushes past that, then we got price discovery coming right up. And as you can see, that was the high back in April. If we get out of there, then Bitcoin's pushing most likely up to that $75,000 range, which we could see some consolidation or even a rejection come back down. But I do think $80,000, $100,000 are in the picture if Bitcoin can make it past this previous yearly high that we had up here at about 65,000. So the two trading ranges that I'm looking at for Bitcoin right now is right up towards 64,000, and then on the low end is down here at about 57,000. So if we get a rejection, I'm expecting things to trade within here, consolidate to build some support, and this would be where we get a breakout. So if price rejects off this high, I wouldn't panic too much if it comes down towards 57,000. That is the reload range that you would look for that next push to test to break out past all-time high ranges. But that's only if we get a rejection at this current monthly high. If we do break out and we test 65, then that's invalidated for that dip down there. If that dip down there does happen and price is strong, then that will most likely get bought up right away. But if we do reject at this level that we're at right now, then I would look for a buy the dip opportunity down there. One thing that does suggest that that's a possibility if we do test those highs is this RSI right now is overbought on the daily, and the MACD is also in that above that zero range. And this is the highest it's been now for quite a few months. I think since back in April, actually. So either we're going to get a really strong bullish push and a big squeeze and flip 65 into support so the RSI can kind of cool off and the MACD, or we will get a rejection and with a push to come later on. But right now, the key things to watch out for is this ETF news. How much bullish momentum will it give us to the upside? And if it does, we need some consolidation, rather some crazy move, because that will come with a crazy correction downwards. So if you are trying to play this ETF news, it's best to wait for Bitcoin to break out, make a new all-time high, and then you would look to reload in that next dip, because that does suggest if we do make a new all-time high, it's not going to be just a little bit above previous. It would most likely get a little bit of a pullback if that happens, but it will most likely continue pushing up towards the upside levels. So buy the dip does seem like the best strategy right now as Bitcoin continues to show bullish momentum. Thanks for your time and watching this video. That's all I got for this Bitcoin update, but make sure you do come back to the channel. There's more and more to come. Like I've said a few times now, I'm going to keep you guys updated with the price levels up until we get into the end of the year. And if anything major happens for Bitcoin, we'll report on it right away. But I want to thank you for your support to the channel. Make sure before you head out to give yourself a thumbs up and give this video a thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. Like this video. You made it here all the way to the end. We appreciate you taking the time to watch it all the way through. And if you can, we put a lot of effort into these videos. So you could leave a feedback, leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the video, what your outlook is on Bitcoin, what you would like to see more videos to come. We do have tons more content on the way. We did record something new here just last week, so you should expect to see it on the channel any day now. And I hope this update was able to help you out and you found some sort of value in it. And I will see you again in the next video. It's John here, and I'm checking out. For more trading videos just like this, please subscribe to our channel.